Hey Collective, how are you guys? Edie Pooh and I are doing good. She's upstairs with Mike right now. Thank you all for being here and for spending time with us. We love you and we appreciate you guys. So let's tap in and let's get a reading for today. And let's see what's going on in the energy for the collective. Please, Spirit, protect me as I channel these messages and protect my collective. Alright. What do we need to know about Spirit? We got thoughts with a love spell. Somebody could be doing love spells to make you have loving thoughts towards them. They're concerned. They're concerned about this. Someone could be concerned because you're not loving them, divine masculine, divine feminine, and this could be a masculine energy doing a love spell, a divine being here trying to imprison someone with this love spell. Wow, someone's trying to imprison an earth angel. We've got actual money, so they could have paid for this to try and get someone trapped with them, sending you the evil eye. You could have moved on from this person, or they can make it to where they don't want you to move on from them, trying to bind you to them. We got travel in reverse. The veil is being lifted on the bottom here. There's karma coming in because of this love spell. Wow. They could have even been trying to affect your happiness with you getting into another relationship with someone. They were trying to steal this from you. They wanted you mentally and emotionally unstable. Well, someone is having karma because of this. Ritual abuse. So they're trying to abuse you using love spells and rituals here. Wanting someone to leave you out in the cold with poverty, please help. So that they can pop back up and come back around. You got me fucked up right now. Yeah, you're unbothered. This manipulation, it's not bothering you. It's not affecting you. A karmic masculine here has an entity attachment. And they're trying to attach an entity, conjuring entities to affect your love life, doing love spells. Wow. Somebody needs to take a seat. Wow, on the top here, need more money. They're broke. They're struggling. Whoops, they're struggling financially. They can't handle their karma, becoming forceful to trap you. Wow. And then we've got a cauldron here. They're worried about what they put in their cauldron. Because you're admired. They're worried about what they've done in their karma here. Or their karma, they can't handle it. They can't handle it. Okay, so let's just keep drawing from these over here then. And we'll finish out this row. So they need more money. They're going broke. They're struggling financially. So they're all in their thoughts. They've got loving thoughts towards you. So they've done a love spell and now they can't handle their karma. They're concerned because of what they put in the cauldron and this spell. Worried about divine masculine, divine feminine, because you're in this divine energy. Alright, clarify divinity, please. You're powerful. And they're obsessive. They're obsessed with your divine power. Under imprisonment, we've got thinks the devil loves them, but the devil hates them. Spellwork attack, cleanse your home and your energy. Trying to imprison you. Clarify actual money. We've got a third-party interference and something's going on with someone's vehicle. They could have met up with the third party and got money from someone, sending you the evil eye because they're sneaky. There was an affair here. An affair with a third party. Clarify travel in reverse. Trying to block your blessings from God, source energy, and someone is definitely obsessed with you. So they are trying to travel to pay actual money to block your blessings. They don't want you with someone else. We've got draw 5 names. A black cat. And this kitty cat has wings. The veil is being lifted. that someone is overwhelmed. They've hit rock bottom with this karma here. They're overwhelmed with this karma. This karma is putting them in rock bottom. The veil is being lifted, throwing you in the karmic partner's face to constantly make them jealous. And the veil is lifted that someone is stuck and stagnant with a karmic partner and they can't handle it. Okay. Clarify bliss. Trying to affect your happiness. They're full of jealousy and envy. The karmics want to destroy you and they don't want this being looked into. They're so jealous. Under mentally and emotionally unstable, we have a social drinker. Someone could end up in a motorcycle wreck. Someone could be really upset because they wrecked their motorcycle. Clarify thief. We've got trouble. A thief is in trouble because of a trip that they are trying to take, and travel is in reverse. Clarify this ritual. We have a DUI or a DWI. There's many dark secrets regarding this ritual. Someone could end up in a wreck here. Someone could go to jail. Clarify abuse. We've got possessive. Someone's obsessed. They're possessive. They're abusive. Someone could have even been abusing someone at their job. Under poverty, please help. We have a widow or a widower. So they could want to make you that to where your partner would be that way. If you're married or if you were in a relationship with someone, they're trying to get your partner to just walk out and leave you. Don't allow anyone or anything to hinder your growth. You're getting clarity. The veil is being lifted. Success with the psychologist. Someone needs to see a shrink here. Something could be going on the dark web. Making progress and success on the dark web. Someone needs to see a psychologist. They never thought coming for you would create their own demise. You're gaining clarity. Somebody's getting kicked out of a home. And that could be why they're trying to come back towards you and be like, oh, I love you. I love you so much. Evie loves you too. And I love you, collective. Roll 5-letter dice. Then owl. So 5 names and 5-letter dice. Their empire's falling. They're trying to affect your finances. They have legal issues right now. And they're in rock bottom because of this karma. They can't handle it. Their heart chakra's blocked. They're jealous, cold-hearted, selfish, unempathetic, have a victim mindset, and someone is very codependent here. Could be trying to come back towards you. And you could be finding out that this is happening. Receiving money. Somebody thinks they're going to receive money from you. There could be arguments that's going on here. Okay, 5-letter dice. Let's roll some letters here. Okay, we got D, B, L, S, and X. The names are over there. Okay, I had to get up to get the names. Throw into this stack here, so throw them here. Give me 5 names. We have Crow, Sophia, Gonzalez, Campbell, Rosa, Amelia, Atkins, Baxter, Abraham, Cooper, Elliot, Edward, or Ed? All right, so let's keep going. So arguments was on the bottom. And how I have these laid out now. Travel in reverse with someone who's obsessed with you with arguments. This is a rival here. Somebody's obsessed with you. They're arguing with somebody. Clarify the veil with throwing you in the karmic partner's face constantly to make them jealous. There's a waiting period. It's not the right time. Because somebody's concerned because they're getting kicked out of a home and they've been forceful to trap you. They need money. They're going broke. They never thought coming for you would create their own demise. And now they're worried because they love you. They can't stand how powerful you are. They've been trying to affect your finances. They wanted you to need money and go broke. They were with a third party. There was an affair. They were sneaky. Someone needs to see a psychologist. I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose that. I'm just saying what's on the cards. Someone could be finding out that someone is seeing a psychologist due to arguments. There's a waiting period. It's not the right time. Someone is absolutely obsessed with you. They cannot travel towards you. They're stuck over here with a karmic third party, and they're constantly throwing you in this person's face to make them jealous. They're miserable because they're hitting rock bottom. They can't handle this karma, so they're becoming forceful to trap you. They could be trying to get you to think of them, doing come to me spells, things like this, trying to steal your happiness because they're so full of jealousy and envy that they're trying to destroy you. Someone could be mentally and emotionally unstable and they could be abusing alcohol. Someone could have a wreck on a motorcycle. There's many dark secrets and they're definitely in trouble for being a thief, doing these rituals, being extremely abusive. They're very possessive over you. They want you to be left out in the cold. They don't want anyone to come towards you so that you'll be alone whenever they try and pop up and say hello, and you could end up getting in an argument with this person. Clarify karma and rock bottom. Hey, baby.
Hello.
We have a father. Ohio could be significant. We have a father that is in rock bottom. Hey, sweet girl. Because they can't handle their karma. Clarify full of jealousy and envy. Karmics want to destroy you with bliss. Hi, sweet girl. They're overcoming fear. They can't stand it that you've overcome fear. You have a developer. You've been developing how you're happy and not full of fear. And you could have a father figure here that is mentally and emotionally unstable. They could have had a motorcycle wreck. We've got a corrupt crime family here with a red rum. Someone could be trying to unalive you here. Wow. Urgent for a psychiatrist, psychologist. They're in trouble because they're a thief. We've got snuff films and PORN here. They could be getting in trouble for this. Lord, it's urgent. This ritual is urgent. They paid actual money. They need to be rescued. It's urgent. Someone could have, part of their karma here that they can't handle could be a motorcycle wreck because they were trying to red rum you, a father figure here. Wow. You could be this person's illegitimate child. This person may not even be your father. Having a loss of title. They're abusive. They're possessive. They could have disowned you. Could have been emancipated. Clarify, please help with poverty and the widower. We have a best friend and it came out in reverse. And then Kansas is on the back of this. So, definitely not friends with this person. We've got the Chinese zodiac sign of the dragon. These years could be significant. Something pivotal could have happened or occurred in 2024. Okay. So, someone could be all up in their thoughts because they're getting kicked out. And they were becoming forceful to trap you with love spells. They were making progress, at least they thought, with whatever they were putting in their cauldron. Now they're worried, they're concerned, because you're this powerful divine being here. Their empire's falling because of something that they did, getting hooked up with a third-party interference here. The evil eye is definitely being sent by this person who is completely obsessed with you. They're trying to do something, but there's a waiting period. They can't handle this karma. They're in rock bottom. This person could be a father figure trying to overcome the fear of a motorcycle wreck because they were a thief. They're in trouble for doing rituals. There's many dark secrets with these rituals. Something's urgent. An urgent red rum. Someone could have to see a psychologist, a psychiatrist. Someone could be on mental health medication. Someone could have received money because they were put in jail. And they could have gotten this money from a third party. There's arguments here because someone is obsessed with you and they're constantly throwing you in someone's face to make them jealous, to make them mad. They're full of envy and jealousy towards you. Mentally and emotionally unstable because of this father figure. And they're in trouble because of how mentally and emotionally unstable someone is. Someone's father could even intervene because someone is extremely jealous and envious of you. The veil is being lifted and finding out about someone receiving money, about a third party interference. It's actual money here, with actual money, and finding out about receiving money. Someone was sneaky, they had an affair and they got kicked out. Now they're worried because they don't know what to do. They're fucked up financially, trying to affect your finances. Made a deal with the devil. The devil's coming to collect on that ass. Something's urgent about someone's job. They could urgently need a job because they're in poverty, needing help. Someone could be trying to get a hold of like one of their friends to help them get a job. Many dark secrets that a psychiatrist could find out about abuse. A psychiatrist or a psychologist may have been paid for like an urgent office visit because somebody's having a meltdown. Someone could be mentally and emotionally unstable because of a wreck. It says a motorcycle wreck, but of some kind of a wreck here. They're in a lot of trouble for these death spells, for these love spells, for all this spell work, for all this crap trying to affect you, your relationships, your money, everything to do with your life. They wanted you to be in rock bottom. They wanted your empire to constantly be falling, and now it's turning around on them. My reading, I think it was my last reading, or the one before, I can't remember, trying to have someone arrested with a false police report so that you would have a warrant for your arrest. You could be getting ready to find out that you could be receiving money. They don't want someone to travel towards you. Someone could be, and even an ex here could be in a relationship with someone and they're not allowed to be around you, talk to you, see you, come near you because the karmic's jealous of you. It's always causing arguments because they're always fighting about you. They keep their name, they keep your name in their mouth, and they're making this other person or other people very jealous and envious because you're like this powerful divine being, and they're trying to affect your finances. Somebody's getting kicked out. Looks like a karmic's getting ready to kick somebody out, and they're broke. They're struggling financially, and they're worried about this because they don't know what they're going to do. All they do is argue and fight. There's a waiting period. They can't leave yet. Maybe because they're waiting to get some money from a third party or to see if they have somewhere else to travel to, because right now they don't have anywhere else to go with travel in reverse. They don't know what they're going to do.
Take care of it then, baby.
Alright. So I want to know about this father figure who is dealing with rock bottom karma here. Let's see what wants to come out. This one right here is sticking out to me. The mother lode with Virgo energy. Okay. You could be dealing with a Virgo. You could be a Virgo. Prosperity, jackpot, success, good fortune, having plenty. Someone's a money maker, having sudden wealth, the real deal, living on easy street, an accomplishment, advantage, fortune, and the prime source here. So this father figure is wealthy. Got the mother lode. Within a few weeks, the situation or event in question will develop or unfold within a matter of weeks. They could be trying to overcome the fear of this. Could be scared because the veil's being lifted and somebody's going to prison. Happening soon. The situation or event in question will develop or unfold really soon. So something's getting ready to happen with this father figure here. Tell me more about this father figure. What are they up to? What have they been doing to the collective? What's this about? We've got youth. So this has been going on since your childhood. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces energy. Mutable signs. Breaking free. Being rebellious. Someone's insecure. They're on the verge of something. Trying things out. Someone could be very naive, impressionable. Someone's idealistic, strong-willed, independent. They're receptive. Okay. Something could have been going on since your youth, since your childhood. With a thief that's in trouble. We've got 50-50. At this time, things could go either way. But it came out in reverse. So whatever's happening, it's urgent. There's many secrets here. There's rituals being done. Okay, they were abusive towards you. This father figure could have been very abusive towards you. They could have kept you in poverty. And you could be finding out that you're getting ready to receive some money. They're worried about this. They're concerned because they don't want to go to prison. They wanted all the power and control of affecting your finances. We've got the constellation with Cancer energy. Network and support, associates, gathered, meetings, socializing at an organization, making an arrangement. A collection to where they're exchanging data, being in connection with a large amount or quantity of something or money, having influence over all of this. Okay, you could be this person's illegitimate child. They're very abusive. We've got a person of fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The trend-setting leader, being very confident, energetic, outgoing, creative, courageous, strong-willed. They're sexy, a visionary, ruthless, a catalyst. Okay. Someone could be a teacher, an actress, an entrepreneur, an artist. It could work in PR. Someone's best friend could even be a fire sign here. Okay. We have a widow or a widower and best friend with please help in poverty here with a person of fire. We've got a yacht with Gemini energy. Taking an adventure. Having affluence and luxury. Traveling. But travel came out in reverse. Someone could be even trying to get on a yacht. Mobility. Smooth sailing. Wanting something to be smooth sailing when it comes to prosperity, comfort, and wealth. Someone's very extravagant. They're self-indulgent. They're over the top. Someone could be very sophisticated and affluent here. We've got Dear John with Capricorn energy. Someone could even be writing someone a letter. It's the cold, hard truth coming out. You've set boundaries. A strained situation. The final word. Something's not working. Cutting the cords. It's not you, it's me. It's the end. It's over. Breaking up with someone. Rejecting someone. Someone could be going through a divorce. There's rejection here. And this could happen within a few weeks. It's happening soon. A motorcycle wreck. A red rum. Someone's going to be mentally and emotionally unstable. We've got a telephone with the Cancer energy, a connection, a conversation, trying to get through to someone, to give them a message that they're trying to communicate, trying to reach out. You could receive a notification. Something's going to be found out. It's going to be loud and clear. Someone's going to speak their truth about something and be vocal. Could be a voicemail. Could be some kind of a message or notification could come through from a possible Cancer happening soon. Tell me about youth. We've got a roadblock, so trying to block your path since you were young. Capricorn energy, blocked, change and barriers, having challenges, being stuck because of all these obstacles. They're stalling something. It's time to regroup because there's a waiting period and it's not the right time, because his father could be trying to stall something. They could even be trying to stall something in a court situation here. Not right now. It's one step forward and two steps back. They've got a temporary setback because of some kind of obstacle. Someone could have even been in a motorcycle wreck and they could have ended up paralyzed. There could have been debris or like rocks or something in the road blocking their pathway and they went down. We've got the olive branch with Scorpio energy. They want to call a truce. It's time to surrender, coming to terms with the fact that they're going to have to make amends and give in, having to create some kind of a peace offering. It's a ceasefire, having to agree to disagree with something here. Urgent. There's many dark secrets regarding this energy. Someone's got their blinders on. Libra energy with illegitimate and abuse here. Exchanging data. We've got victim mentality and confusion. Someone's resisting the clarity with the veil being lifted here. They don't want to see the truth. They're in denial. They're oblivious. They're just completely out of touch. Someone could be hyper-focused and concentrating on something. Being very focused on something. Under this person of fire, we've got friends. So best friend is on my handmade deck, and then friends is here too. A soul tribe. Third person with this third-party interference and actual money, and a psychologist. Someone could have even paid a psychologist or a psychiatrist to say something false, because I have been channeling that energy in previous readings in the last week or so. They're in trouble because they were a thief, since trying to create blockages in your life since you were in your youth and your childhood. Someone could be wanting to meet up in person, contacting someone on social media so that they can meet in person and hang out. Someone could just show up at someone's house and say, hey, I'm coming over. This could be a friend or a best friend here. They could be struggling financially. Someone could be trying to help someone with their finances. On the bottom of the deck, we've got a microphone with Sagittarius energy, expressing a strong opinion that they want made known, keeping up on current events in the news, public speaking, communicating on social media, wanting to be heard and speaking up on current events, broadcasting something on social media. So someone could be talking about something online. The answer is no. The situation or event is not unfolding at this time. Someone could have a waiting period. It's on pause where they can't talk about something yet. Evie Poo. Evie. She's scratching my butt because she wants me to scratch her butt. Evie Poo. What are you doing? Evie Poo. You take Daddy. I'm fine, thanks. Oh my God, she's so rotten. It took me years to figure out that that's what she wanted. Alright. So let's draw some tarot on this father figure here. And let's see what wants to come out. about this father? Hey, Evie. She just burst. She has been a character lately in my readings. She is so right. Sorry, excuse me, spite me. Tell me about his father. Evie put her 2 cents in. She's like, burp in his face and be done with it. Walk away. Desire to leave something behind. Abandonment. Having the strength to move forward, to escape, to travel and move on. 5 of Wands reverse. You got away from the conflict. It's an end of the conflict. There's been a waiting period. It wasn't the right time to walk away, but it's the right time to walk away. The veil's being lifted. Someone that's throwing you in the karmic partner's face constantly. This person's jealous. They have to walk away. They have no other choice but to walk away. Having some kind of an agreement where they're having to create a ceasefire. It's a cold hard truth. Something's coming out. It's the final word. Something is just not working here. Okay? Wow, they're under judgment. Truth's coming out. Karma's here. For this father figure, he wants your forgiveness. Trying to create some kind of a resolution. Clarify overcoming fear. Overcoming the fear of what? A King of Cups here. This father figure trying to overcome the fear. It's King of Cups came out in reverse. They're unbalanced. They're irrational. They're mentally and emotionally unstable. They could have been trying to unalive you. They're immature. They're irrational and rude. They're impulsive. They're not faithful. They're very reactive. We've got an Ace of Pentacles sticking out on the back here. Happening soon with a telephone and an Ace of Pentacles. You could be finding out that you're going to be receiving a big fat Ace of Pentacles here. Okay. A thief is in trouble for something that they did with roadblocks since your youth. With the 7 of Swords, with the Hierophant, something's in the courts with a criminal thief in your life here. And this has been going on since you were a child. Okay. Wow. They're in trouble. And they could be in trouble with a psychiatrist. Something's definitely going on in the courts. This psychiatrist, whatever's coming out in the courts, it's going to be the truth. They're going to have to give in. They're coming to terms with something. Something's going to be suspended. Trying to de-escalate a situation. Halting something. It's a ceasefire. Trying to de-escalate so they can make amends because of how deceitful and manipulative they were with this theft. Full of deception and lies. Someone was definitely sneaking around and cheating, and someone had an affair. And the truth's coming out. The Ace of Swords. Somebody's going to be given what they're supposed to receive here with the 6 of Pentacles. The universe is balancing in your favor with the King of Swords. This could be law enforcement. This could be this judge here. Someone's getting ready to be rewarded to you. A gift that you're going to receive. A financial opportunity. And have victory. Wow. With the 6 of Wands. Oh my God. And the 10 of Pentacles. They're arguing over this. They don't want this to be the judgment in court. They are holding on for dear life for the 4 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. They do not want you to find out that you are receiving this money. They do not want you to know at all. Wow. Okay. So, someone's leaving and they're not worried about it. Trying to end some kind of conflict, to make peace and come to an agreement, having to compromise and cooperate. Okay. They want to leave something behind. They want to leave it in the past. Trying to renew something. The truth's coming forward. They have no choice. Trying to overcome the fear because something's happening within a few weeks. It's happening soon. Something's getting ready to happen. Somebody could be getting a letter in the mail. Someone could be getting a phone call about an Ace of Pentacles that a criminal took in the courts. Truth's coming out with the Hierophant and the Ace of Swords. This judge is in the upright. Going to see the truth of the situation. Got new beginnings coming in. Karmic father figure, husband. This person could be going through a divorce. It's all about money. This criminal stole money with the Ace of Pentacles. It represents money, and the Ten of Pentacles represents a house. Someone's very analytical in how they think. They're finding out the truth. They're very focused on finding the truth. Someone has mental clarity, and there could have to be a psychiatrist or a psychologist involved to deem someone mentally competent, which this keeps coming out of my readings this past couple weeks. But the universe is balancing something out in your favor to where you're going to receive a financial opportunity here. That's a beautiful new lucrative opportunity that's coming in, being rewarded a gift of a Ten of Pentacles. This could definitely be an inheritance here. Having stability and security. Your hard work will be rewarded. This has to do with your family, with your ancestors. Holding on for dear life, not wanting to let go. They're having difficulty letting go. They're hoarding your money, your finances, your wealth, your Ace of Pentacles. They stole it. They were sneaking. They were manipulative. They're thieves. They're liars. There could be a soldier here with the King of Swords. It represents a soldier. Wanting to be admired. Wanting to be triumphant. Wanting to be successful, wanting this prosperity to arrive to them, paying a third party to interfere, thinks the devil loves them, but the devil hates them, coming for a divine being who is a hell of a lot more powerful. And Evie sat on my desk earlier, and she put her hands on the red rum card and urgent. And so someone urgently is trying to get rid of someone, possibly here before court, because urgent with the Hierophant underneath it, and then red rum with the Ace of Pentacles and a telephone call happening soon. Someone could have paid someone to unalive someone. We could have a hitman here. And the King of Swords can be law enforcement as well. They could be watching someone's house with the Ten of Pentacles beside it. As they're walking away, as they're leaving, someone could be trying to escape their house and the authorities roll up. It's going to be the end of a conflict. Someone could be very affluent and very wealthy. A father figure here who is hitting rock bottom. They're losing everything. They never thought that coming for you would create their own demise. And I just did a reading about this the other day. And they've been very forceful trying to trap you. And they're concerned. They're worried because their empire is falling. Someone could be having a psychotic break here. And I definitely can't diagnose because I'm not a doctor, but that's just what I'm channeling. Someone could need their mental health addressed because of how crazy they have gotten trying to come after you, because they're scared of what's getting ready to happen to them because they don't want to go to prison. And they could have been trying to pay someone, a third party interference here. Third parties do not have to be an SEXUAL partner. They can be anyone, okay, to get involved and do things and being sneaky to come after you because they're obsessed with you. And coming after you has created their own demise. They can't handle this karma. They're full of fear. They're so corrupt. They're caught. The truth's coming out. It's being seen in the court who's telling the truth here. And who's lying. Someone's been very reckless with the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. They've been very reckless in this energy. With the Knight of Pentacles, this is a long time coming. Like going from the slowest knight in the deck to the fastest knight in the deck. And with the Queen of Cups, that's a mother figure here. So these could be parental figures. With the High Priestess, your intuition's telling you what's going on. With the Seven of Wands, you've had to defend and protect yourself. And then the Ace of Wands, wow, you've got 3 aces out here. With the Empress, you're in this beautiful, powerful, divine being in energy since, with the Page of Cups, since you were a child. You know? Coming after you. Come here, baby. Come here. Okay, let's draw from my green deck. I want to know why this psychologist and psychiatrist are here. Wow. Determined to inflict pain on you since you were a child. That's what I'm channeling here. Since you were a baby or a child, since you were youth, a fallen twin or a fallen soulmate in your life. Okay. Shuffle these. They don't know how to proceed. They didn't treat you right. They were determined to inflict pain on you. They're building something, and they definitely have a fear of the unknown. They're trying to overcome this fear because their health is declining. They didn't treat you right. Someone's an sex addict. We have a cyberbully committing cyber crimes. We've got RICO charges here. Organized crime. A computer crime with child PORN that they're hiding. Wow. Illegal scheming and racketeering. Jesus. They're guilty. They're going to be found guilty because the truth's coming out with the Ace of Swords and the Hierophant, and you're innocent in all of this. They made you a target. They blew their chakras out. They made you a target. I just saw fear again. This turns around for the better. This person, this father figure has serious control issues. They're furious. They want to travel to your location, and travel came out in reverse. A crossed over loved one is also furious. A conference call. With this telephone here. Someone is lustful and an sex addict. A new divine union could be coming in for you. We have a Jezebel here who's in lustful sexual energy, wanting to take themselves out. Why is this psychologist and psychiatrist in the energy? Somebody's going to federal prison. They're going to be prosecuted. The letter N. Coming to give you info. Someone put you on the dark web. They can't move on from you. They're going to get busted. Because there's a listening device. Their phone's tapped. We have prescription DRUGS and a DRUG dealer. With deception. There's a HIPAA violation. Wow. I did a whole reading on this. The letter C. D. And a pharmacist and a pharmacy. Wow. They're holding on tight. They don't want to let go with this 4 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles. Wow, you're the rightful heir. It's a stolen inheritance. The letter H. Credit card and debit card fraud. Disorderly conduct. Someone could be in the hospital or in the emergency room. A handler since you were a teen with this youth energy here. Trying to disappear. A handler's trying to disappear. We have embezzlement. And then here's the DUI, DWI again. Something's been going on since you were a teen. Since you were a child, and there's going to be conviction here. Grand Theft Auto, someone's car could get stolen. Someone could also vandalize someone's car or property. Stalking someone's car. They don't want to give up the control. We have bad law enforcement involved. Doing binding rituals. Candle magic. They could be being haunted by a crossed over loved one that is furious with them. This person could be seeing a crossed over loved one's energy or spirit. Someone's on the down low, or they're wanting something on the down low. They don't want it coming out regarding a paper trail and a document here. You're protected and you're being rewarded. You have evolved, and being with them lowers your frequency, and your solar plexus chakra is not blocked. It's very powerful. Yeah, but it's got power again because it came out underneath divinity. They're all going down. And you will be happy again, collective. A sociopath with corruption. A narcissist. We have a bad attorney and bad law enforcement. The letter F. And we have good law enforcement. Could be taking these bad ones to the police station. Hard drugs with dope. We have a GANG and a GANG member. You weren't supposed to survive. Reported to the cops. Made a recording about someone's medical records at the doctor with a HIPAA violation. You don't want anything to do with them. And they have an evil obsession with you. Someone may not be able to travel because they're not legally allowed to leave. You're a victim of a lust demon here. We have weed and hard drugs. Someone's cousin or brother could be involved with giving this money. They're crying over you because they don't want to give you money. We've got white collar crimes that are being committed and they're intimidated by you. Committing wire fraud. And something is final in this energy. There's going to be a harsh cutoff. And somebody's ready to make a move. On social media, they have fake accounts. Evie Honey.
Evie.
We have an undercover officer. An FBI agent that's watching these criminals here. Someone could be charged with breaking and entering. They're under judgment, and they're bringing in justice here. And those feds are in the upright. With the third party interference, getting paid actual money with an affair. We have sexuality here, and a stripper could be involved. Someone could have paid someone. Sacral chakra. Siphoning. Yeah, with cash. Someone gave cash to a stripper or a card. The naked body. They got in trouble. Wants to pick a fight with you because somebody got in trouble. The letter A. Someone works in the medical field. Someone works in the courts looking at NUDE pics and videos. And now they're really embarrassed that they got caught. They've caused a lot of trauma. And we did have child PORN. Okay, let's find out 4848 whenever I pause it. So, I want to find out what's going on with the psychologist and the psychiatrist in this court situation. Dang it. Those didn't want to shuffle. They were being stubborn. There we go. Alright, Spirit, tell me what the role is of this person in this court situation. We have leadership. Technology. And victimhood. practicing something. Could be prepping someone for court. Competition. Someone's playing the victim. They're in competition with you. We have water. So water sign could be significant, or tapping into someone's emotions, their mental and emotional state. And someone could say that someone is mentally and emotionally unstable, that had a motorcycle wreck because they want to commit a red rum. And there's an Ace of Pentacles here with the telephone. It's happening soon. I stopped on abundance. Someone's freaking out about this abundance and this wealth here. They want to keep this Ten of Pentacles for themselves, for the Four of Pentacles, being greedy, not wanting you to have it. There's a waiting period. Crafting disempowerment, doing everything they can to weaken you. They're impatient. There's definitely a betrayal here. Balancing out lack with needing more money, being broke. Building and working on your inner child since you were a child. So they're trying to get to the bottom of things. Nutrition. Being able to take care of yourself. Having a lot of burdens that you've had to overcome. We've got stress on the bottom of the deck. Someone's stressed out. They've been wearing a mask. They're very deceptive. Hiding and hesitant on this gift, on this wealth here. They're worried about it. And there's a third party energy here that's involved. That's an enemy that you definitely can't trust. That could have been paid. They're furious that there has to be a compromise. They're furious. They're so angry. They don't want to have to come to an agreement. They take offense to this. It's a nightmare. They don't want to have to be persecuted. They don't want to have to deal with this. Now they're suffering in darkness. Tell me more. This I was staring at the Father card when that came out. So this is definitely a parental figure here in your life. Parenthood that should have supported you since a baby, since a child, since your youth. Put nothing but blockages in your life. And they were a criminal. They were extremely deceitful and manipulative and very abusive with you. We've got gain. All they wanted was to gain this profit and hit this mother load. That's all they wanted. And they were strategic in how they were moving. Huh. Give me one more. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles. We got overload and it came out in reverse. They're not allowed to have excess anymore. They're overwhelmed. They're obligated. A death. Because of Ace of Pentacles with a death here. They wanted endless harm to be inevitable in your life. Someone's gonna be found guilty. They're sorry. They're sorry they got caught. They're sorry for all the things that they did. Trying to cause a red rum with a death here with an Ace of Pentacles. Someone's phone could be tapped and they could have heard this conversation about a death plot here. A message. being vocal out loud and clear, reaching out to someone as they're communicating in a conversation about an Ace of Pentacles and this red rum they wanted to happen soon. It needs to happen before court. Coaching someone, giving someone advice on how to move, how to do this. We've got the justice system here. Arguments. Everything's going to be okay with your stability and security in the court. And we definitely have a property and wealth here. Okay. There's going to be some justice. Looks like the justice system's helping you out here. Giving you aid. Showing mercy. There's evidence. Wow. There's definitely an investigation. And there's proof in this evidence. There's a detective here. Someone's sick, they could have a disease, they could be bedridden, they could be fragile because of a motorcycle wreck and they were trying to unalive you and now they're lonely in the hospital or they're lonely in the bed, they're all laid up, they're hurt, they're disappointed, they're isolated. It's King of Cups reverse. Give me one more about this telephone. That they want someone to be poor and homeless. Or someone is needing more money because they're going broke. They could have gotten kicked out of their home. And now they're scared. They don't know what to do. They could have definitely wanted that for you. They're paranoid. They're depressed. Because their goal was to keep you with curses. To keep you scared and homeless. Wow, a curse with this magic here. That was the goal. So that they could rob you and be triumphant. They're freaking thieves. And now you're going to protest. And you could be suing these karmic family members for what they've done in court here. Okay. Wow. Someone was inspired and had this bright idea to do this. This broad idea to burden you and betray you like this. Now they're stressed out. With the Knight of Swords, law enforcement could be coming in. Yesterday we had a warrant for arrest. Over right here we've got Earthly 3D Court with actual bribes. Tell me the energy from this psychologist and psychiatrist towards my collective. What's their energy towards the collective? Are they in the upright or are they on this father's side trying to come against the collective? We've got career and empathy. So there's empathy in this energy. I'm concentrating on my career and focus on advancing no matter what it takes. I will provide emotional support and always try to understand you. Oh shit, that's way too many. Take these two. So, a reconnection is a trick. I know it's been a while, but I miss you being in my life. I have ill intentions and maybe planning on deceiving you. So, someone could come in acting like they're a safe space for you to open up, to try and get you to talk. They want to see if you're mentally and emotionally unstable. It's a trick. They're going to say they're being honest and they're gaslighting. I will be truthful and transparent in all interactions, even when it may be difficult. And I'm channeling, or I'm clarifying this psychologist and psychiatrist and how they are towards the collective. So it looks to me like they're on this father's side of trying to do something to make it to where they can steal this. I will deliberately manipulate your perception of reality until you are doubting your experiences. Wow. I need assistance with something big. So this father figure here with a psychologist receiving money right beside each other, finding out that they're receiving money. They could have had an affair with this person even. I'm here to support and elevate you. I'd appreciate your perspective on a situation. I value your opinion. So this father figure here, I'd love to get together sometime and learn more about you. Okay. Trying to go out and have an affair with this psychologist here. Psychiatrist. And it's urgent because they're in trouble now. Because they received money. They could have been paid to come against you in some way. And they could have lured this person in, sneaking around having an affair. So they're in cahoots with this karmic family member. The time has come to part ways. Wow. Let's work together to achieve shared success. Wow. And they were becoming forceful to trap you. They were pulling out all the stops here. Plans. Can we please make plans to get together soon? I want to catch up and make sure everything is going well. So this father figure could reach out to this doctor here. I have to get this off my chest. They could say that they need a session because they're mentally and emotionally unstable to try and get into this person's energy. Their empire's falling. They need money. Could be getting kicked out of their home with this house they were trying to hold on to. It could be getting in a lot of trouble for being a thief in the courts, and someone could be having a breakdown because they can't handle this karma. They're in rock bottom and now they don't know what to do. They're full of fear. There's something huge I'm dying to share with you. This father figure may want to admit the truth that they stole this. I need a secure place to open up. Having a safe place with this shrink. There's something I'd like you to have. Giving this person a gift with this doctor receiving money. Wow. Wow. Yeah, they want a small favor, all right. I'm hoping you can help me with something small. My intentions are pure and I only want to improve your life. That's crazy. They're worried. Something is illegitimate. There's many dark secrets about this theft. I want you to know your presence is appreciated and I can be a safe space for you. So this doctor took the bribe here. I heard something that you're going to be interested in. Okay. I'm approaching with nothing but kindness. Trying to be friendly. Someone could literally come towards you and say hello. Okay. And it has to do with this earthly 3D court case going on over here. And they could have definitely, with this third party interference, okay, with actual money. This is the row. And the psychologist. Right beside it, receiving money. Finding out about an affair. And they were sneaking around. Giving actual bribes here due to a court case. Because they want to protest what's going on. A father figure here wants the mother load. Because they're dealing with karma. There's a waiting period. And it's urgent that something's happening fast because they're in trouble. They're very worried about it. They don't know what to do. Okay, let's pull from my What's the Juju deck. Let's see what wants to come out of here with this spell work. Sleep spells. Knocking out, keeping you lazy and tired all day, fucking with your energy to where you are unable to get shit done. Okay, I can't get that out. Truth spells, an accidental truth slip with this Ace of Swords over here. Feeling like you're unable to lie. Spilling the tea and the beans. Truth and sarcasm. Okay. Emotional spell work. Someone wants you mentally and emotionally unstable. Replacing your emotions to where you're really upset. Causing emotional distress. So intentionally creating things to get you upset. Making your real emotion, or I'm sorry, masking your real emotions. They're trying to make your emotions that they're projecting into you real. And they're false. Feelings you don't usually give a fuck about are getting you all emotional and upset. We have throat chakra blockages, and the throat chakra came out on one of the cards. I can't remember where I saw it. Voice cracking, communication blockages, unable to express things correctly, messing with your throat chakra. They don't want you to speak your truth in a court. They don't want the truth coming out. We have actual magic here. Rituals during sex. Thinking of you during sex, masturbation, manifestation, seducing and baiting you, and using their sex appeal. Okay? A father figure here. Wow. Freaking perv. We got a kitchen witch. Special magical ingredients, a sense of home and comfort, putting intentions and energy into food, drinks, and desserts, works with hearth spirits. We have magic symbols. Sigils and runes used to influence you, negatively used against you, and writing symbols on your name and your business trying to affect your finances. And anything that you have going on to be able to take care of yourself. They want you to struggle and suffer. And here we have a fire element. And we did have a person of fire in Aries, Leo, Sag is extremely significant. Using fire magic, a fire sign is doing juju. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, messing with your heart and your sacral chakra. We have mirror magic and dream spells. Scrying for answers. Wow, because of these legal issues. Okay. Scrying for answers. Hexing the mirrors in your house. Spying on you through a mirror. Sending energy through your mirror like a portal. Just be sure that you're cleansing them and closing off your mirrors. They can't get through. Dream spells. Trying to astral project into the dream state. Invading your dreams. Could even have been trying to take your dreams and stop them so you weren't getting messages from spirit. Showing you things through dreams. Good dreams and bad dreams. Nightmares and fantasies. Trying to affect your dream state. They want you to have creator's block. Being in and out of court with these legal issues, wanting people to sue you, and that right there is what's on this card. Sue with protest, and then triumph is right underneath it. Legal issues back to back, making you commit illegal crimes, etc. Trying to get you caught up in shit. Okay, having creator's block. Unable to tap in with these less spells here. No creative energetic flow, no ideas, having blank thoughts, causing you not to create shit, especially if you're a content creator, could be affecting you in that way. They don't want you doing what you need to be doing with these lust spells. Strong actual cravings, sudden actual desires for them or for you with these thoughts and love spells, and they're concerned now. Overwhelming lustful sensations, fuck me and only me energy. Jesus. We have baneful magic. Wants to harm you. Emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical pain. Wow. Something in your body starts hurting. Physical accidents that lead to injuries. That's what they want. And right under this is motorcycle wreck. Red rum happening soon. Telephone with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, let's roll the dice and let's see what signs want to come out. We're going to close out. You guys just take this how it resonates. Don't force anything to fit. Please only take what parts resonate with your energy and leave the rest for someone else. You can flip the rolls how they resonate. There's no gender in tarot. Okay, we've got Capricorn, Scorpio, Libra, Pisces, and Pisces again, Aquarius, double Aquarius, Virgo, Pisces, and Gemini. Could be significant. Alright guys, I love you all so much. Thank you all for being here and for spending your time with us. Hope that you'll please hit the like and subscribe button and the hype button. Thank you all for your love and your support, your sweet donations. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for your sweet comments. I love you guys so much. Bye, Collective.